Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Abhirami and I am here to discuss with you about today's topic, that is the sarcotubular system. So in this session we will be talking about the T tubules, sarcoplasmic reticulum, function of the T tubule and the function of the L tubule. So first of all, sarcotubular system is situated inside the muscle fiber. So muscle fiber is also called as the muscle cell. So sarcotubular system is a organelle present inside the muscle cell, and these muscle cells aggregate together form the muscle tissues. Okay. So now let's talk about the sarcotubular system. Sarcotubular system is a membranous system made up of tubules and vesicles, and it is situated in the sarcoplasm of a muscle fiber. So sarcoplasm is the cytoplasm. Okay, so in a muscle cell, in its cytoplasm, the sarcotubular system is present. Okay, so the sarcotubular system surrounds the myofibril of the muscle cell. So we already know that myofibrils are fine parallel filaments which are present in the muscle cell. So sarcotubular system surrounds the myofibrils. Okay, and sarcotubular system is made up of two types of tubules. Okay, so sarcotubular system is made up of two types of tubules, and these include the T tubule and the L tubule. Okay, and here L tubule is also called as the sarcoplasmic reticulum. This name is very similar to the endoplasmic reticulum. So the sarcoplasmic reticulum is actually the endoplasmic reticulum in the other cells. Okay, so L tubule is also called as the sarcoplasmic reticulum or the longitudinal tubule, and T tubule is also called as the transverse tubule. Okay, so now let me just explain this diagram. So these are myofibrils in the muscle cell, and the sarcotubular system is present around the myofibrils, and these myofibrils extend backwards. Okay, so they extend backwards, and the sarcotubular system is present around the myofibrils. Okay, so T tubules are present over here, and T tubules are transverse tubules, and L tubules are these small tubules present over here. Okay, so this is also called as the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Now let's talk in detail about the T tubules. Right, so T tubules are also called as transverse tubules, and T tubules are invaginations of the sarcolemma. Sarcolemma means the plasma membrane of a muscle cell. So T tubules are invaginations of the sarcolemma, and they extend from one end of the muscle cell to another end of the muscle cell. Okay, so let's just say this is a muscle cell, then the T tubule extends from one end of the muscle cell to another end of the muscle cell. Okay, and it is the invagination of the sarcolemma. So since it is an invagination of the sarcolemma, the T tubules are actually open to the exterior of the cell. Okay, so T tubules are open to the exterior of the cell, and therefore they allow the extracellular fluid to pass through them. Okay, so extracellular fluid can freely pass through the T tubules from one end of the muscle fiber to another end of the muscle fiber. Okay, and now let's talk about the L tubule. L tubule is also called as the sarcoplasmic reticulum, or it is the endoplasmic reticulum in other cells. Okay, and L tubule is a closed tubule. Unlike T tubule, which is an open tubule, L tubule is a closed tubule, and the L tubule is present around each muscle fiber. L tubules are present around each myofibril, okay, but T tubules extended from one end of the muscle fiber to another end of the muscle fiber, but L tubules are not like that. They are present around each myofibril. Okay, so this is a myofibril, and around each myofibril you can see L tubules. Okay, so there will be a myofibril here. I haven't drawn it, but around each myofibril there is a L tubule. Okay, and L tubule are expanded at regular intervals to form something called the terminal cisternae. Okay, note that down. So terminal cisternae are expanded parts of the L tubule, and the terminal cisternae lie in close touch with the T tubule. Okay, so you can see a T tubule here. So here is a terminal cisternae, and here is another terminal cisternae. Okay, so a pair of the terminal cisternae and the T tubule are called the triad. Okay, in human skeletal muscle. So these three, the terminal cisternae and one T tubule together are called a triad. And in human skeletal muscle, the triad is usually present in the junction of the A band and the I band. Okay. So now let's talk about the function of the T tubules. So T tubules are used in the rapid transmission of signals in the form of action potential from the sarcolemma to the muscle fibers. Okay, so this is the sarcolemma or the outer border of the muscle cell. Okay, so the T-tubule helps in rapid transmission of the signals in the form of action potential from the sarcolemma to the muscle fiber, so that muscle fibers all can contract quickly and relax whenever it is needed. Okay, so the T-tubule helps in the contraction process. Okay, now let's talk about the function of the L-tubule. The L-tubule, that is especially the cistern A, has a large amount of stored calcium. Okay, you can note that down too. So L-tubules have a large amount of stored calcium, and the action potential which travels through the T-tubules actually stimulate the L-tubule to release the calcium ions. And these calcium ions enter the sarcoplasm of the muscle fiber and they cause contraction. Okay, so the calcium ions are the one that cause contraction. And the process by which the calcium ion causes contraction is called excitation contraction coupling. Okay, so that is a noteworthy point. It is called excitation contraction coupling. Okay, so the signals from the nerves pass to the neuromuscular junction, that is the junction between the nerve and the muscle, and from the neuromuscular junction the T-tubules rapidly transmit the signals from the sarcolemma to the muscle fiber, and along the way they also pass the action potentials to the L-tubules which release calcium ions, and these calcium ions cause contraction, and the process by which the calcium ion cause contraction is called the excitation contraction process. Okay, so lastly I'd just like to say some important points again. So we must note that T-tubules are open tubules, but L-tubules are closed tubules. And L-tubules not only have tubules with them but also cistern A, and one pair of the cistern A and the T-tubule together forms the triad of a skeletal muscle, and the triad is usually present at the junction of the A band and the I band. The sarcotubular system is present around each myofibril. Actually, the L-tubules are present around each myofibril. As you can see, the L-tubules are present around each myofibril, but the T-tubules are present around the whole muscle fiber. And this is the sarcolemma of the muscle fiber. Okay, and many such muscle fibers form the muscle tissue. Okay, so that is the end of this session. Thank you for listening to me. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment on it. And if you have doubts in bones of the upper limb, you can visit my previous videos. Okay, thank you.